Hello students. Today is the last day of this chapter number 3, Goodwill. In last lecture, what we have done? Think. So first two methods, simple average method and weighted average method. Calculate goodwill on the basis of simple average method. Calculate goodwill on the basis of weighted average method. If there is no information given about that thing, then if no information given, then apply your mind. If every year profit increasing, weighted average method. And if profit is not stable, it is increasing or decreasing, and then again increasing, decreasing, or maybe loss is there. Between the years, somewhat loss is there. At that time, we need to apply simple average method so that you have a knowledge. Now, important two methods, last two methods. That methods are what? Sir, first method, super profit method. And sir, second method, capitalization method. Here, I have taken two sums. One sum is related to super profit method. Second sum is related to capitalization average profit method. So both sums I have taken here. But first of all, I am not interested only in your 4 marks. This sum will be asked in examination for 4 marks. I can give you these steps. Do sum in these steps. You will get the answer. I can say you. But no. First of all, always try to understand the concept. And for this sum, I am clearing your concept first. Then after giving you the steps. Because by remembering these steps, sum becomes easy. But concept cannot be clear. And that's why first of all I am clearing the concept. And for that, hear me very carefully. Suppose somebody tell you, give me 5 lakh rupees. I am investing that 5 lakh rupees in my business and give you the good return. Don't worry, I will give you good return. So what you will ask? Again, understood my question? Suppose somebody tell you, give me 5 lakh rupees. I am investing that 5 lakh rupees in my business and then after give you good return on your investment. Don't worry, give me 5 lakh rupees. What will you ask to that particular person? Tell me. Or think. Because you cannot tell now. But think. What should be your question to that particular person? What you will ask? If you are thinking properly, then getting the answer. Sir, I will ask how many percentage you will give me as a return. How many percentage? That you will ask to that particular person. So you are asking for the percentage. Because all of you know, if you are making FD of 5 lakh rupees, even you can get fixed percentage on that. Say for example 7% FD rate is there. And if you are investing that 5 lakh rupees in the bank or in post offices, then you will get 7% fixed rate of interest. And suppose that new person will tell you, I will give you 5%. Don't worry. Can you ready to give money to them? Think about it. What you will tell them? 5%. What happens in 5%? 7% I can get easily from the post office and banks by making FD. What you can offer me? Tell me. If you can give me higher rate of return, then I can ready to invest in your firm. Otherwise, I am not ready. That should be your answer. As a commerce student, that should be your answer. And that's why, again, in simple words, I can tell you, whenever you are giving money to any person for investment, then you will asking for maximum return on that investment. And that investment rate, expected rate that you asking for that particular person. Suppose that person tell you, I will give you 10% minimum, don't worry. You will get minimum 10%. More than that is possible, but less than that is not possible. Then what you will think? In post office or in banks, I am getting 7%. And if 5 lakh rupees I am giving to particular person and investing in his firm, then we'll get 10% minimum. So what is your expectation to earn profit, earn return? Your expectation is 10%. That is your expectation. So 10% of which amount? So simple logic is there. If I am investing 5 lakh rupees, then 5 lakh into 10%, 50% I ask for the 50% I ask as a return. Simple. Suppose you will invest 2 lakh rupees in that firm. Then what should be your income? What should be your return? Simple. 2 lakh into 10%. So 20,000 is my return. So your return is depend on what? So percentage. Expected percentage is fixed. What you are expecting from the person, that is fixed. 10%. But money, if we are counting it in money, then it is depend on your investment amount. If you are investing more, you will get more return. If you are investing 10 lakh, then 10% of 10 lakh, 1 lakh rupees is your return. That is your expectation. You are expecting 1 lakh rupees as a return. So here I want to clear the concept. So this is the rough work, whatever I am going to do here. So what you have invested? Sir, I have invested 5 lakh rupees. So investment amount. Investment is 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh rupees is the investment amount. What you are expecting? Sir, 10% I am expecting from the person. So what should be your amount? So sir, return amount. So 5 lakh into 10%. Sir, I will expect 50,000 as a return. 50,000 as a return. Now this is the expectation. Can we say this 50,000 is expected return? This 50,000 is my expected return. I am expecting 50,000. Why 50,000 rupees? Because investment amount is 5 lakh rupees. Suppose investment amount is more, 10 lakh rupees. Then 10% of that, 1 lakh rupees is your expectation. So here we are considering and calculating with 5 lakh. So this is your expectation. This amount you are expecting from the firm. Now suppose what person has promised to you, minimum 10% you will get. Don't worry. Suppose that person investing money in the firm and earning more profit and giving you profit, not 50%, not 50,000. He will give you 70,000 rupees actual profit. He will give you 70,000 rupees actual profit. Now, what is your expectation? What was your expectation for that particular investment? Sir, only 50,000. That is the expectation. But by investing your money, that person earning more and giving more return to you, 70,000 rupees. Now, what is the higher actually received by you? Sir, simple calculation is there. Expectation is 50, actual received 70. Difference of these two, 20,000 rupees. And this 20,000 rupees is the extra more than my expectation. And that's why this 20,000 is called super profit. So this 20,000 is my super profit. So this is the concept of super profit. What you are expecting, and if you are getting more than expectation, so the difference is called super profit. Now on this basis, super profit basis, I can find goodwill. Here given, determine goodwill on the basis of 3-year purchase of super profit. Now here information is given, 3-year purchase. Now remember my last lecture. In last lecture, 3-year purchase of average profit is given. Then average profit into 3 becomes goodwill. Third question. Remember my third question in last lecture. Suppose 3-year purchase of weighted average profit is given. Then weighted average profit into 3 becomes goodwill. Now, in this question, what is given? Suppose 3-year purchase of super profit. Then 3-year purchase of super profit. So super profit is 20,000. 3-year purchase of super profit if given, then into 3 becomes goodwill. So value of goodwill. Value of goodwill. 20,000 into 3, 60,000 is the value of goodwill. Simple calculation. But for that, what you need? Sir, I need super profit. Now, what is the concept of super profit? What you have earning? What you have expected? Sir, expectation is 50,000, but actual earning is 70,000. Expected is 50,000, but actual is 70,000. So more than expectation I have earned, and that's why super profit 20,000 is there. So these are the steps. On this basis we can make steps to calculate the sum. Sum is very easy if you can understand the concept. Now this investment, we can say it is capital employed. This 5 lakh rupees is the investment. Its other name is capital employed, because now we need to find goodwill, and I am clearing these steps. So first of all, what is my requirement? Sir, find capital employed. That is the first step. So step number 1. Step number 1. Find capital employed. Next. So what is the second step? Find expected rate. That is my second step. So this is return, expected return. Step number 2. Step number 2, find expected return. Expected return 50,000. How? It can be find capital employed into expected rate. What you need? What is your expectation? So multiplication of both becomes expected return. Now third step. What you need, sir? This expected return with which amount you are comparing? Sir, I am comparing this with actual profit so that I can understand I got super profit or not. Suppose actual profit is less than expectation, then there is no super profit. And if there is no super profit, then no goodwill. Goodwill value is 0 because super profit is not there. My expectation 50,000 and I will get only 40,000. Then 10,000 is the loss. How I can give goodwill? Not possible at all. And that's why actual profit must be higher than expected. Then goodwill is possible. So what is our third step? Sir, find actual profit. Step number 3. Find actual profit. Now sir, what is actual profit? Don't worry. Actual profit is weighted average profit or simple average profit. What you have done in last lecture. What is actual profit? Weighted average profit or simple average profit. This is the actual profit because that amount is actually earned by the firm. So it is the actual profit. Expectation is depend on investment. What I have invested. But actually is depend on business. How business is running. If business running properly, then earning should be more. So actual earning, weighted average profit or simple average profit, whatever is applicable, apply your mind if information clearly not given. And if clearly information given, calculate weighted average, then calculate weighted average. If information given simple average, then simple average. So these two possibilities is there. Now, step number 3 clear. So step number 1, what do you need? Capital employed. Second, what do you need? Expected return. Third, what do you need? Actual profit. Now comparison of both. Deduction of actual profit minus expected profit. You will get super profit. And if you need goodwill, how many year purchase information is given? Fine. Multiply with 3. Goodwill is there. Now we are doing this sum. So this sum will become easy for all of you. Now this sum is given in textbook exercise sum number 8. And this is written shortly in this board, on this board. But detail is given in your textbook. Now see. Determine goodwill on the basis of 3-year purchase of super profit. So simple. 3-year purchase means multiply with 3. And super profit. So super profit into 3. If weighted average given, then weighted average into 3. Simple average given, then simple average into 3. Simple. So here, first of all, we need super profit. Now for super profit, what is my investment in the business? What is my investment in business? This investment we need to find. Capital employed we need to find. So first of all, find capital employed. So here I am finding capital employed. So total assets given 6 lakh. Liability is given 2,50,000. Now capital employed means assets minus liability. Whatever assets in the firm is there, deduct liability from it, you will get capital employed. So first of all, I am finding here value of capital employed. Capital employed is equal to assets minus liability. Now sir, total assets. Here assets are given 6 lakh rupees. So assets 6 lakh rupees minus liability. So liability 2,50,000. So 2,50,000. Deduction of this to 3,50,000. So actually I got my investment amount in the firm, that is 3,50,000 rupees. This 3,50,000 I have invested in the business. But sir, I am not interested in this amount. I have invested, but how many percent is my expectation? So sir, my expected rate is given 10%. So 10% is the expectation. So on investment, I have to earn 10% minimum amount. So here, second step. First step, capital employed. Second step, expected return. Find expected return. So here I am writing expected return. Now expected return means what? Sir, capital employed. This is the amount of investment. Capital employed into expected rate 10% given. That is my expectation to earn on investment. So expected rate. Write down the values. 3,50,000 is capital employed into expected rate. So expected rate 10% into 10%. I will get my actual amount of return what I need actually. So 3,50,000 into 10%. Answer is 35,000 rupees. Now this is my expectation. I need to earn this much. That is my expectation. If I earn more, then that is the benefit for me. And then super profit is there. If I cannot earn more, then super profit is not there. So, see. Sir, expected return, okay. So, what is my actual profit? Here. Sir, this is the actual profit information given to all of you. This is my actual profit. In 14-15, profit is 80,000. 15-16, 70,000. 16-17, 90,000. Now simple average or weighted average, which method is applicable, that is not clearly mentioned. So apply your mind. Here, sir, 80, then decrease 70, then increase 90. So increase, decrease, fluctuation is there. And whenever there is the fluctuation, don't worry. Apply simple profit method. Simple average profit apply. So here we are finding simple average profit. That is my actual profit. This is the actual earning of the firm. So find average profit. So here I am finding average profit. So total of these three, sir, 80,000 plus 70,000 plus 90,000, 2,40,000. This is my total profit. This is my total profit. Divide by 3. All of you know formula of average profit, and that's why I am not writing here formula. In last lecture it is already done. If you want to remember, then average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. So total profit 2,40,000 divided by number of year 3. So 240 divided by 3. Answer is 80,000. 8 3s are 3 8s are 40 as it is. So 80,000 is my average profit. So sir, I got average profit. Yes. Average profit is equal to 80,000 rupees. So sir, fourth step, actual profit. Sorry, third step, actual profit that I got 80,000. Now think comparison of both step 3 and step 2 comparison. Think it. Sir, what I have expected, my expectation to earn 35,000 rupees only. But whenever I invested in running the business, so my average profit is 80,000 rupees. So how many rupees more I got? Compare it. Yes sir, I got more amount. And that's why there is the super profit. So I can write here super profit. Super profit is equal to what? Sir, actual average profit. Average profit minus expected profit. 35 expected profit. So average minus expected. So what is my average profit? Average profit is 80,000. So 80,000 is my average profit. What is my expected profit? Sir, expectation is 35 only. So minus 35. What is my super profit? How many rupees I earn more? So find difference of these two. That is 45,000. So my super profit is rupees 45,000. So sir, this is the only super profit. What we need? We need goodwill amount. Now goodwill is very easy, sir. How we can find goodwill? Sir, this is the formula. Super profit into number of year. Average profit upon into number of year. Weighted average profit into number of year. Same way super profit into number of year. Here number of year purchase 3. So 45,000. Again I am not writing formula because all of you know. Right? Super profit into number of year purchase. So super profit 45,000 into 3 number of year purchase. So 1,35,000 is your value of goodwill. 1,35,000 is your value of goodwill. And in this way, your this sum is 100% completed. Very easiest sum is this. Suppose weighted average profit is given, then find weighted average profit and compare with weighted average profit. Here comparison is done on the basis of weighted average. That is only difference. There is no other difference. So first sum number 8 for this method is completed. Now we are doing second method, that is capitalization method. So see, now capitalization method. Sir, in capitalization method also, but in first three methods, what we have done? Average profit into number of year, weighted profit into number of year. Third, super profit into number of year. Here capitalized profit into number of year is not there. Here somewhat difference is there. That's why try to understand. Now, capitalized average profit. So we need to capitalize average profit. Suppose here given capitalize super profit, then we need to find capitalization of super profit. Only two methods are there. We can capitalize two values. Capitalization of average profit, or second method, capitalization of super profit. Here in the question average profit is given, but we are doing this sum by both methods. Capitalization of super profit as well as capitalization of average profit. We are doing this sum by both methods. And first I am taking capitalization of super profit. Why? Why? Only and only because here how we can find super profit, that we know. So up to this step we need to do here, and it will be easy for you. So first of all, fast calculation. We are doing very fast these things and calculating the sum. So see, fatafat, determine goodwill by capitalization of average profit. But what first we are doing? Capitalization of super profit. First of all, we are doing capitalization of super profit. Now capitalization, how we can find? That we are doing later. First of all, calculate super profit. Then after that is possible. So what is my first step? So first of all, capital employed. So find very quickly capital employed. Now I am not writing any formula. Directly doing calculation. So first of all, what we need to do? Sir, capital employed. Capital employed means, sir, total asset 13,40,000. So asset 13,40,000 minus liability. Assets minus liability. Liability 3,40,000. So deduct 3,40,000. Sir, from 13,40,000 we are deducting 3,40,000. Answer is 10 lakh rupees. So my answer of capital employed, my investment amount is 10 lakh rupees. Simple thing. So first step clear. Here I am not writing formula because it is done here. Don't waste time to write formula now. In your examination it is compulsory. Now what is second step? So second step, expected return. My expectation to 1. So here expected rate is 10%. So quickly find expected profit. So expected profit is what? Sir, capital employed of 10 lakh into 10%. Directly write down. So 10 lakh into 10%. Answer is 1 lakh rupees. So my expectation is to earn 1 lakh rupees. So I need to earn 1 lakh rupees. Now what is my actual profit? Now that is, sir, here given, years given, 5 years given, and their profit is given. But sir, again 90 simple or weighted is not given. So see, 90, 1 lakh, 110, 130, 150. Every year profit increase. So apply your mind, apply your logic. Every year increase, then give weight. And all of you know my last lecture. And in last lecture, I have clearly given you solution. Multiplication of these two, weighted profit. Weighted profit means weight into profit. So multiplication of these two. 91s are 90,000. 2 lakh. 3 lakh 30,000. 5 lakh 20,000. 7 lakh 50,000. That is my weighted profit. Weight into profit. Now make total of this. You will get 18 lakh 90,000. Total of this is 18 lakh 90,000. And total of this weight. So that is 15. Now we need weighted average profit. Sir, weighted average profit is equal to total weighted profit 18,90,000 divide by weight 15,000. So weighted average profit you will get 1,26,000. So division of this 1,26,000. So compare it. Sir, average profit. My average profit is 1,26,000. Now compare. What was my expectation? Sir, 1 lakh rupees. What is my actual earning? Sir, 126. How many rupees I earn more? Sir, difference of this two. That is my super profit. 26,000 rupees I am getting more. So my super profit is equal to 1,26,000 minus 1 lakh. 26,000 rupees is my super profit. And if question is of this type, 3-year purchase of super profit, then super profit into 3 is your goodwill. Simple. But for simplification, try to understand. Here, what is given to you? Sir, here capitalization of average profit is given. But what, sir, we are doing first? Capitalization of super profit. So this super profit I need to capitalize. This super profit I need to capitalize. Now how we can capitalizing the amount? So simplest formula. Here I am writing. Try to understand. Capitalization of super profit. Capitalization of super profit. So formula is super profit divided by expected rate. Here question is capitalization of average profit. Then average profit divided by expected rate. So to whatever amount we need to capitalize, divide it by expected rate. You will get capitalization of that amount. Again I repeat, which amount, to which amount you want to capitalize. That amount is divided by expected rate is called capitalization of that amount. Here capitalization of super profit, that's why super profit upon expected rate. If capitalization of average profit, then average profit divided by expected rate. So first of all, what method I am following here? On the basis of super profit method. So sir, capitalization of super profit divided by expected rate. My super profit is, sir, 26,000 rupees. So here 26,000 divided by, sir, expected rate. Here expected rate is 10%. So 26,000 divided by 10%. I get answer 2,60,000 rupees. ₹2,60,000. If you are calculating in calculator, 26,000 divided by 10% sign, you will get 2,60,000. And this is the value of goodwill. So if you want to capitalize super profit, then capitalization of super profit becomes goodwill. If we need to find 3-year purchase of super profit, then super profit into 3 is your goodwill. But if we want to capitalization of super profit, then only one step. Super profit divided by expected rate. But sir, here which question is there? Capitalization of average profit. So only changes is what? I am clearing this thing. Sir, capitalization of average profit. Now here average profit is what? Here weighted average profit, sir. 1,26,000. So I need to capitalize average profit. So average profit divided by expected rate. So weighted average profit is 1,26,000. Write down 1,26,000 and divide by 10 percentage. If you are dividing 1,20,000 divided by 10 percentage, then your answer will be 12,60,000. Now this 12,60,000 is what? Capitalization of average profit. Now this is not a value of goodwill. If you are capitalizing super profit, you will get value of goodwill. But if you are capitalizing average profit, now this capitalized value of average profit is not goodwill. So sir, what is the value of goodwill? So goodwill is equal to, now goodwill is equal to capitalized average profit, this profit, capitalized average profit minus capital employed. What was my investment in the firm? So capitalization of average profit 12,60,000 and my capital employed. So capital employed 10 lakh rupees. So deduct 10 lakh from this amount. So capitalization average profit 12,60,000 minus capital employed 10 lakh. You will get value of goodwill, and that is 2,60,000 rupees. And all of you know, first method, capitalization of super profit, at that time also goodwill value is 260. And here capitalization of average profit, even goodwill value is 2,60,000 rupees. So by capitalization method, you will get same amount of goodwill. You are capitalizing super profit or you are capitalizing average profit. In both these situations, goodwill value remain same. But by other methods, goodwill value changes. Now by this calculation, we are completing our chapter goodwill. Thank you very much. Meeting in new lecture with new chapter. Now what is your homework? Solve all the sums, illustration and exercise. Bye bye.